Welcome back, everybody, to Sports Stars Recap. Today we go in-depth into the ultimate showdown, the biggest battle for NBA dominance with two giants. Giannis, the Greek Freak, Antetokounmpo versus Joel, the Process, Embiid. We are going to break down their incredible stats, unstoppable moves, and iconic plays from last season, and debate who is truly the most unstoppable force in the NBA. Career average, 23.4 points, 9.8 rebounds, 4.9 assists, 1.1 steals, and 1.2 blocks per game. Career stats and achievements. Let's dive into a comparison of two of the league's most dominant big men. First up is Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then Joel Embiid. Nicknamed the Greek Freak, Giannis is thought to be one of, if not the most, athletic and adaptable players in the league. His career averages include 23.4 points, 9.8 rebounds, 4.9 assists, 1.1 steals, and 1.2 blocks per game. Giannis's impact has made sure that the Milwaukee Bucks stayed among the top contenders year after year. Giannis was the two-time NBA MVP for 2019 and 2020, and in 2021, he led Milwaukee to its first NBA championship in 50 years. That same season ended in a historic performance during the finals, as he dropped 50 points in Game 6, further cementing his legacy among the best in the NBA. Career average 27.9 points, 11.2 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 0.9 steals, and 1.7 blocks per game. In opposition, we have Joel Embiid, aka The Process, who brings a unique set of skills and a rare mix of strength and skill, playing for the Philadelphia 76ers. Throughout his career, Embiid has averaged 27.9 points, 11.2 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 0.9 steals, and 1.7 blocks per game. His scoring ability is highlighted by back-to-back scoring titles in the 2021-22 and 2022-23 seasons. A first for any center to lead the league in consecutive years since Bob McAdoo back in the 1970s. In 2022-23, Embiid's dominance was recognized as he secured his first MVP award, further boosting his standing as a top-tier talent in the NBA, one who can cause problems on both sides of the ball. Both Giannis and Embiid have changed the big man's role in today's NBA game. The Greek Freak's game relies on transition play, athleticism, and coordinating defensive flexibility, as he can guard multiple positions with ease on the court. On the other end, his counterpart Embiid has quickly developed a well-rounded low-post game with an aggressive back-to-the-basket style, using great footwork, post moves, and a reliable mid-range jumper that reminds many of the legends, including Hakeem Olajuwon himself. Together, both superstars are redefining the center position, showing that big men can be dominant today with moves, athleticism, and versatility, setting a high standard for the future in the league. Power moves and signature moves comparison. The Euro step might be the most unstoppable play in modern basketball, thanks to Sarunas Marčiulionis, the godfather of the Euro step. Giannis studied prior basketball players who used this method and made the Euro step his own. Standing at nearly 7 feet tall, Giannis combines speed, agility, and power that few others can match. When he starts a fast break or drives to the hoop, his Euro step allows him to take long strides across the lane and maneuver around opponents who try to guess which direction he is going. This was especially clear during the 2021 NBA Finals against the Phoenix Suns, where Giannis averaged 35.2 points and 13.2 rebounds per game. That Euro step helped him finish through contact and powered him in a 50-point game that secured the championship in Game 6 of that series, earning Milwaukee its first title in 50 years. He has transformed the Euro step, blending it with his size and athleticism. At 6'11" and 240 pounds, his Euro step reminds fans of Shaquille O'Neal's best work near the rim. only more fluid and flexible enough to move around defenders rather than simply overpowering them. During the 2022 Eastern Conference semifinals against the Boston Celtics, he continually used his Euro step to move through defenders like Al Horford and Robert Williams as he led the Bucks in scoring and pushed the series to 7 games. Like Shaq, Giannis controls the restricted circle, where he often posts one of the highest field goal percentages in the league, often above 60%. His length lets him finish close to the rim, either with powerful dunks or skillful layups, and is especially effective in small ball lineups, where he often takes advantage of mismatches against smaller defenders. Along with the impact brought into play by Shaq, Giannis's defensive flexibility often draws comparisons to Kevin Garnett for his ability to guard multiple positions. Meanwhile, Embiid has his own signature move with a fadeaway jumper that he can make from anywhere on the floor, showcasing his physical presence and advanced shooting skill. Inspired by Hakeem Olajuwon, Embiid uses his great footwork and body control in the post to make his fadeaway one of the hardest shots to stop. This has been one of his biggest strengths for the Philadelphia 76ers this season, especially during a match against the Boston Celtics, in which he scored a career-high 52 points that boosted Philadelphia's chances of getting an important win and solidifying their position in the Eastern Conference standings. You can see Olajuwon's influence in Embiid's game through his footwork and skill in working in the low post area. Olajuwon's dream shake was famous for creating space and time in the post, a move Embiid has added to his range. Embiid's fadeaway combines this with the high release of the one-legged fadeaway that Dirk Nowitzki used to great effect, the almost unblockable shot. In a close game against Miami this season, Embiid hit a game-winning fadeaway jumper over Bam Adebayo, showing how he uses the move at the most critical moments. In addition to his fadeaway, Embiid has developed a real mid-range jump shot, making him highly effective on the offensive end. This was especially clear in the 2022 Eastern Conference semifinals, as he averaged over 30 points per game against the Toronto Raptors, using both his fadeaway and mid-range shots to keep defenders guessing. Notable plays from the 2023-24 season. One of the most exciting moments of Giannis Antetokounmpo's 2023-24 season came in a high-stakes game against the Boston Celtics. With a few minutes left in the fourth quarter and the Bucks trailing by 5, Giannis made a crucial defensive play. As the Celtics raced up the court, Giannis sprinted back, delivering a perfectly timed chase-down block that kept what would have been a crucial bucket for Boston from going in. That block shifted the momentum in Milwaukee's favor, leading to a fast break for an open layup that would help the Bucks close the gap and eventually win the game. Another big play in Giannis's season came against the Miami Heat, where he had 38 points, using his famous Euro step to get past defenders and finish strong at the rim. He added on defense with key rebounds and stops to help the Bucks win against a strong playoff team. Joel Embiid also had a standout performance on April 17, 2024, one being in a close game against the Miami Heat. With just seconds left, Embiid made a clutch shot. He faked the drive, spun around, and hit a fadeaway jumper over Miami's Bam Adebayo to give Philadelphia a 105-104 win. This was a must-have game winner, not only for boosting the 76ers' positioning, but also for securing their playoff spot. Embiid's heroics at the finish, as he scored or assisted on the last few plays for Philadelphia, showed that he could be counted on down the stretch. The 23 points, 15 rebounds, and an assist sealed the game. A pass to Kelly Oubre Jr. on a play-in game against Miami to lock up the 76ers as the 7th seed in the playoffs. Both players' season highlights show the different ways in which they impact their teams. Giannis is key to the Milwaukee Bucks due to his explosive blocks and defensive stops, while Embiid's scoring touch and clutch performances take the Philadelphia team to another level when it matters most. Combined, these games show why both stars are so important to their teams and how they push the limits of what big men can do in today's NBA. Impact on team success and playoff performances. Both Giannis Antetokounmpo and Joel Embiid were vital in their playoff campaigns for their teams in the 2023 postseason, turning in high-pressure performances that proved their worth to their team beyond the individual statistics. Giannis's impact on both offense and defense helped the Milwaukee Bucks secure a strong regular season finish and a high playoff seed in the Eastern Conference. In the first round, Milwaukee faced what proved to be a tough series against the Miami Heat. After missing the first game due to injury and playing limited minutes, Giannis averaged 23.3 points, 11.0 rebounds, and 5.3 assists in the remaining games. His impressive Game 5 performance with 38 points and 20 rebounds spoke well of his resilience, but the Bucks eventually lost to Miami in 5 games. On the other hand, Joel Embiid of Philadelphia led the 76ers to the playoff semifinals of this year's Eastern Conference playoffs, before losing to an exceptionally strong Boston Celtics team. Currently, he is the league MVP and averaged 25.5 points, 9.0 rebounds, and 3.0 blocks in the 6-game series against Boston. He had standout performances, including 33 points and 4 blocked shots in Game 5, as the 76ers took a 3-2 dot, however, in Game 7. The 76ers fell behind through much of the game against Boston's energetic offense. Although Embiid had a great series, Philadelphia simply lacked consistent scoring support throughout the season, and the Celtics pressured Embiid and outside scorers with intense defense. Although this loss in the playoff series was a disappointment for the team, it reinforced Embiid's role as the centerpiece for Philadelphia and highlighted the need for more offensive support. Neither the Bucks nor the 76ers made it out of the playoffs, but playoff showings from Giannis and Embiid proved each is a franchise centerpiece and one of the most impactful players in the NBA. Who's truly unstoppable? So, who's truly unstoppable? Giannis with his brute force, or Embiid, who combines size, skill, and scoring ability? Both have rewritten what it means to be a dominant big man in today's NBA. Here's a quick comparison. Giannis goes 120 miles per hour on both ends of the floor and excels in transition. Meanwhile, his Euro step, coupled with his defense and passion, equates him to legends such as Shaq in today's game. On another side, Embiid's footwork, combined with his shooting touch to hit shots with clutch performances under pressure, has him compared to legends like Hakeem Olajuwon and Dirk Nowitzki. Both players have had iconic seasons, putting up insane statistics while making plays that will be placed in NBA lore. And as the 2024-25 season is here, the question begs to be answered if this will be the year one of them leads once more their team to another NBA championship. So for real, who do you think is unstoppable? Giannis, the Greek freak Antetokounmpo, redefining athleticism and power? Or is it Joel the Process Embiid, unbeatable with his footwork and clutch performances? Drop a comment below and let us know who you think is the ultimate powerhouse in the NBA. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into two of the league's greatest, hit that subscribe button, hit that like for this video, and turn on the notifications. Sports Stars Recap has got your back with everything in the NBA. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.